in your chest is not just a pump of flesh and blood, but a throne of divine intelligence. Within you right now exists a quiet, continuous power capable of renewing your body, reshaping your destiny, and influencing your world. Most people drift through life without ever speaking to their hearts, never recognizing that it listens, responds, and obeys the beliefs impressed upon it. The ancients understood this: as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your heart is not blind muscle, it is a devoted servant to the images and emotions you impress upon it. Speak words of despair, and it weakens. Speak words of life, and it renews. Tonight, you will learn to communicate with your heart until it resonates with health, abundance, and divine assurance. The greatest mistake humans make is placing power in external things, as if a medicine bottle, a bank account, or the approval of others holds the key to their life. True life flows from within. Your subconscious mind is a hidden workshop where the blueprints of your future are drawn, and your heart is the faithful engine that carries them out without question. Understand this: the subconscious does not argue. It accepts whatever your conscious mind impresses upon it. If you impress fear, it produces fear in your body, tightening your chest, weakening your pulse, and dimming your strength. If you impress faith, it responds with vitality, steady rhythm, improved circulation, and radiant energy. Every thought is a seed, and your heart is the soil. Whatever you plant, you will harvest. This is not metaphor, it is the law of life. Consider the story of Caruso, the great tinner. Before stepping on stage, he felt an overwhelming grip of fear. His conscious mind screamed, "You cannot sing, you will fail." But Caruso spoke inwardly to his deeper self: "A greater self is taking over. I will sing through the power of God within me." He walked onto the stage with confidence, his voice magnificent, and his audience captivated. What occurred? He impressed a new command upon his subconscious, and the heart obeyed. Fear vanished in the presence of faith. This is the science of prayer, the perfect harmony between conscious command and subconscious execution. You too can say to your heart, "Be strong, be steady, be renewed," and it will obey. There is a silent miracle happening in your body at every moment. Cells renew themselves, blood flows, tissues rebuild, wounds mend. All of this occurs without your conscious interference. Who heals the cut on your finger? Who triggers the clotting of blood, seals the skin, and restores health? It is not the surgeon's scalpel or the medicine on the shelf, but the invisible intelligence within you, the divine law acting through your subconscious mind. You are, in truth, a living temple of infinite healing power. Yet in ignorance, humans disrupt this natural process with fearful, resentful, and worried thoughts, contaminating the bloodstream of their inner life. But when you speak peace, cultivate harmony, and tell your heart, "I am calm, I am whole, I am filled with divine life," you restore the law of order, and the temple shines once again. Never burden your heart with words of weakness. Do not say, "I am tired, I am broken, I am weak." These words are like seeds sown in fertile soil. They will grow into sickness, fatigue, and decay. Instead, affirmations. I am strong. I am filled with the vitality of the infinite. I am in harmony with divine rhythm. Your heart listens. Your body responds. Your environment reflects it. What is deeply impressed in the subconscious is expressed in life, and emotion amplifies this effect. This is why worry harms more people than work. Emotion gives life to thought, and the subconscious treats it as a command. Reverse this process. Fill your heart with love, gratitude, and expectancy, and miracles will follow. The law of life is the law of belief. What you believe about your heart, body, and destiny becomes your reality. If you believe sickness is stronger than health, sickness will dominate. If you believe in divine order will manifest. Engrave this law in your mind and repeat it aloud. The law of life is the law of belief. Write it down, speak it, and let it echo in your mind until it is carved into the subconscious. Whenever doubt arises, return to this law. Believe in fear, and fear governs you. Believe in faith, and faith renews you. You may ask, what about those who smoke, drink, or neglect health rules, yet live long lives? I tell you, it is not the cigarette, the wine, or lack of exercise that determines lifespan. It is the absence of resentment, the peace flowing in their blood, and the joy animating their spirit. I have met such people. They wake each day with gratitude, hold no grudges, and trust in life. Therefore, life trusts them. Inner peace is the invisible force. It prolongs, sustains, and renews. This is why I say, speak to your heart, and it will renew. Fill it with the language of peace, and it will grant you the strength and vitality of youth. Your heart listens even now. Do not take this lightly. In silence, place your hand over your heart and say, Divine love and order govern my heart. I am filled with the life of God. Every beat of your heart is strong, steady, and perfect. As you repeat this, you are impressing a pattern on your subconscious, and your subconscious will manifest it in your body. Your heart is a faithful engine that obeys your words. Tell it to weaken, and it will weaken. Tell it to strengthen, and it will renew. This is the scientific power behind prayer and affirmation. From today onward, I challenge you, do not allow idle words to harm your heart. Every statement you speak is recorded by your subconscious. Speak with wisdom, speak with divinity, speak from the outcome you wish to see. When fear arrives, respond with faith. When doubt whispers, respond with certainty. And when the world tells you that you are sick, poor, or broken, respond with the Lord, it is done unto me as I believe. Belief is the law. Belief is the seed. Whatever you impress on your subconscious will be expressed in your life. What you plant in your heart, your life will project onto the world. As we close this first step of our journey, I invite you to declare a sacred decree, a seed to plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Speak it with full emotion, as if it is already true, and let your heart carry it through your bloodstream into every corner of your life. I am one with wealth and wisdom, free of fear and doubt. I am strong, renewed, and filled with the life of God. Speak it, write it, believe it. What is impressed is expressed. When you declare these words with conviction, you are not merely whispering affirmations into the air. You are engraving laws into your deepest being, commanding the invisible engine of life to fulfill them. Your subconscious always hears you, and your heart obeys the impressions you plant. This is why careless words are dangerous and conscious decrees are powerful. A negative statement spoken in fear is like striking your own temple with a hammer. A positive declaration spoken in faith is like opening the windows of heaven upon your soul. Your subconscious does not question motives or weigh arguments. It obeys. This is divine justice woven into the law of belief. You are given according to faith, not appearances or circumstances. If your life shows patterns of frustration, sickness, lack, or loneliness, know these conditions are shadows cast by your inner beliefs. Life mirrors your inner state. Water weeds and they grow. Rehearse pain and it will live. The law is impartial. It returns to you the harvest of the seeds you sow. What a man sows, he shall reap. This is principle, not punishment. As water flows downhill, fire burns, and night follows day, so your subconscious projects what is impressed upon it. You cannot escape the harvest of thought, but you can change the seed. Plant faith where fear once grew, love where resentment once thrived, abundance where lack once existed, and the harvest will shift because the seed has changed. A young man once came to me trapped by poverty. His pockets were empty, his shoes worn, and his mind filled with fear that he was doomed to live in want. He would say again and again, "I never have enough. Life is hard. Money escapes me." These were not idle complaints, they were commands to his subconscious, and his subconscious obeyed without fail. I instructed him to reverse the pattern. Each morning and evening he declared, "I am one with the riches of the infinite. Divine abundance flows to me freely, joyfully, endlessly." At first, his conscious mind resisted, but with persistence the seed took root. Opportunities appeared, work came. Within months, his poverty mindset was shattered. He became prosperous not through charity, but because he planted the right seed in his heart. You must understand that your "I am" statements are creative brushstrokes painting your destiny. Whatever you attach to "I am," you become. Say, "I am sick," and you command sickness. Say, "I am whole," and you command health. Say, "I am unlucky," and you command misfortune. Say, "I am favored of God," and you command blessings. The subconscious accepts the dominant idea, the one you feel most deeply and repeat most often. This is the secret hidden in plain sight. Your subconscious is the book of life, and you are its author. Choose your words wisely. Speak now with confidence. "I am a channel of divine abundance. Health, peace, and prosperity flow through me effortlessly." Let your heart absorb it. Let your mind believe it. Let your life reflect it. Do not try to change others, change yourself. This is where most of the world falters, attempting to bend someone else's will, control circumstances, or rearrange shadows while ignoring the light. The only control necessary is over your own thoughts, your inner dialogue, and the impressions you hold. When the cause within is corrected, the effects outside will inevitably follow. A woman once came to me with skin lesions caused by years of resentment. I said plainly, "Your body is only a mirror of your mind. Release the resentment, and your body will heal." She chose forgiveness, embraced love, and affirmed daily. Divine love dissolves everything unlike itself. The lesions disappeared, her skin cleared, her heart felt light. She realized the eternal truth. The only person you can change is yourself. Every challenge, no matter how formidable, is matched by divine power. Mountains may loom, but faith moves them. Oceans of impossibility may stretch before you, but infinite intelligence creates a path through. You may feel bound by habits, fears, or past failures, but the key is already in your hands: belief. When you impress upon your subconscious the image of freedom, freedom emerges. When you instill the sense of solution, solutions appear. The subconscious faithfully serves the master idea, and you are the master. So when your mind whispers impossible, declare instead, "I am a river of life, flowing freely, overcoming every obstacle with divine power." Now, let us consider judgment, which binds the heart. When you judge, condemn, or harbor bitterness, you are not punishing others, you are poisoning yourself. Judgment creates suffering in the one who judges. Release it. See others through eyes of divine love, and you liberate yourself. "Judge not," said the Master. "Without judgment, suffering cannot take root." This does not mean ignoring evil, it means freeing yourself from bitterness. Do not give power to those who disturb you. Withdraw your energy, and they cannot harm you. Affirm instead, "Divine love fills me, nothing unlike it can enter." Speak it, write it, live it, and peace will surround you like a shield. Stop resisting life. Resistance is fear in disguise, and fear chokes the flow of good. Place a foot on a hose and water stops. Remove it and the flow returns. Likewise, remove fear, and divine abundance rushes forth. Surrender difficult people, stubborn conditions, and persistent worries to the divine within, and watch the flow resume. Say, "I yield to the divine current. I am open. I am receptive. I am free." With this mindset, obstacles vanish, doors open, and blessings arrive. This is not passivity, it is alignment with the infinite tide that already seeks to carry you forward. Establish a definite daily practice. Each morning and evening, withdraw into silence and declare the truths you wish to live. Do not leave it to chance. The world will impress fear unless you impress faith. plant deliberately, speak deliberately, affirm deliberately. Make your heart a garden of divine ideas and nurture it with love. This is mastery. It requires persistence, but the reward is immeasurable. Those who plant seeds of faith will harvest miracles. Life is not against you, it flows through you. You are not a beggar at fate's gate. You are a creator, a channel, a river of the infinite flowing into form. Tonight, take this decree into your heart and recite it until it becomes your being. I am one with the eternal source. Abundance flows through me. Health shines in me. Love surrounds me. I am at peace with all, and all is at peace with me. Speak these words now, then again tomorrow, and once more the following day, until your subconscious accepts them as law and your world reflects them as reality. What is firmly impressed upon the mind will inevitably be expressed, for divine law never fails. When doubt creeps in and old fears whisper that nothing will change, remember this steadfast truth. The subconscious acts on ideas repeated with feeling, not on passing worries. At first, resistance may arise, but persistence will break through. You do not dig a well with a single strike, nor plant a seed and expect an immediate harvest. The heart responds to steady, consistent impressions. Every repetition is a strike upon the stone, every affirmation a seed being watered, and every moment of visualization a brushstroke painting your destiny. Measure progress not by hours, but by your faithfulness. The law works unseen, and suddenly, like a bud blooming, the results appear in radiant form. There is a sacred power in imagination. It previews life's coming experiences. What you vividly imagine, you will tangibly experience. The subconscious cannot distinguish between reality and vivid imagination. It accepts both as commands. This is why rehearsing fear produces fear, and rehearsing victory produces victory. I recall a young girl nervous before her audition. Her conscious mind said, "You will fail." I taught her to close her eyes and see herself standing tall, singing confidently, receiving applause. She imagined it so vividly that her subconscious accepted it as real. On the day of her audition, her fear dissolved and she performed beautifully, opening the doors to her future. Such is the power of imagination when guided by fate. See yourself as you wish to be, not as you fear you are. Do not say, "I will be healed someday." Say, "I am healed now." Do not declare, "Perhaps I will prosper in the future." Say, "I am prosperous now." The subconscious responds only to the present tense. It acts on "I am," not "I will" or "I shall." This is why the sacred name of God revealed to Moses was "I am that I am." Each time you say "I am," you invoke divine law. Attach to it only what you wish to express. Say it with power. I am health, I am abundance, I am love, I am divine order and action. Let these words resonate like a bell, for they are the vibrations shaping your destiny. Never underestimate the danger of negative self-suggestion. Saying, "I am too old, I can't, I'll fail, I am unlucky," hypnotizes you into defeat. It plants thorns in your garden, then you wonder why you bleed. Immediately reverse it. Never complete a negative sentence. Cancel it at once and declare the opposite. If you say, "I am sick," stop and declare, "I am filled with divine life." If you say, "I am poor," reverse it with, "I am a channel of infinite riches." This is not lying. It is planting the seed of truth. Divine abundance, health, and love already exist within you, waiting to be expressed. What is impressed will be expressed. Therefore, impress only that which you wish to see flourish. Understand this clearly: the subconscious mind is your book of life. Every thought, every word, every feeling is a record in its pages. You are the captain of your soul, and your subconscious is the crew that carries out your commands. If you give orders rooted in despair, the crew will steer you into storms and destruction. But if you issue commands grounded in faith, the crew will safely guide you to harbor. See yourself as the master of your ship. Protect the wheel of your thoughts. Allow no careless words to take control. Affirm daily, I am the captain of my soul, and my subconscious obeys my divine command. Speak this with authority, and your crew will follow. Life itself will align with your instructions. I once knew a minister in South Africa who was diagnosed with lung cancer. Doctors offered no hope. Yet, instead of succumbing to despair, he closed his eyes each day and pictured his lungs healthy, whole, and glowing with radiant light. With every breath, he affirmed, divine life flows through me now. My lungs are perfect, whole, and strong, day after day. He impressed this vision on his subconscious. Over time, the cancer disappeared. The doctor was astonished, but there was no mystery. The law of belief had simply done its work. What is impressed is expressed, and the body responds to the pattern it is given. You may call it a miracle, but it is a law predictable, repeatable, and inexhaustible. Medical history also confirms the astonishing power of suggestion. Hypnotic subjects have developed burns, blisters, and even stigmata purely because they believed in the suggestion given to them. Now imagine the impact of the suggestions you repeat daily. If suggestion can create illness, it can also create health. If it can produce weakness, it can produce strength. Your subconscious is neutral. It can build heaven or hell according to your decree. Therefore, decree heaven. Fill your mind with ideas of harmony, peace, goodwill, and service. Occupy your thoughts with them until they saturate your subconscious, and remarkable changes will manifest in your life. Choose life, my friend. Choose love, health, abundance, and joy, for they already exist in the divine treasury within you. Stop reacting to external conditions. Begin creating conditions from within. Do not say, I will be happy when circumstances change. Instead say, when I change within, circumstances will change without. The world is your reflection. It is the screen on which your subconscious projects its images. Paint wisely, paint divinely, paint with colors of faith, gratitude, and expectancy. And you will witness the masterpiece of your destiny unfold in the theater of time. Let us close this step with a powerful affirmation, a decree of inner sovereignty to engrave upon your heart. Speak it as if thunder rolls through your chest, as if light streams from your soul. I am one with infinite power. I command my subconscious to manifest health, success, and divine peace. I am the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. Speak it tonight, write it, carry it with you. What you impress, you will express, and the law cannot fail. When you begin consciously controlling your thoughts, when you speak to your heart with deliberate authority, you will encounter resistance. Old habits do not fade quietly. Your subconscious has been shaped by years of negative suggestions, and it clings to what is familiar, even when that familiarity is harmful. But persistence overcomes resistance. Just as water carves canyons and light dissolves darkness, the steady repetition of truth reshapes the subconscious. Do not underestimate small beginnings. Every decree spoken with faith is a seed sown in fertile soil. Every affirmation, visualization, and prayer of conviction reshapes the inner patterns of your life. Persist, and you will witness the harvest, for the law cannot fail. What is impressed upon the mind must be expressed in life. The moment you accept that the source of all things lies within your own mind, you step out of the prison of chance and into the throne room of power. You no longer drift like a leaf in the winds of circumstance, begging fate for mercy. You recognize that every condition, relationship, and opportunity reflects an inner state. To change the reflection, do not strike the mirror. Transform the face that stands before it. Your environment mirrors your subconscious. This is why the ancient seer advised, guard your heart with all diligence, for from it spring the issues of life. Protect your heart, for it is the fountain. Plant fear there, and you will drink fear. Plant faith, and you will drink peace. Plant abundance, and you will drink prosperity. The law is unfailing. Consider the story of Madame Beer, who was blind. Her optic nerves were destroyed, and doctors said recovery was impossible. Yet, through prayer and the suggestion of sight, her subconscious accepted the image of wholeness. Her optic nerves, though lifeless, responded to the creative intelligence within, and she regained her vision. Skeptics may doubt, but the result speaks for itself. What is impressed on the subconscious, even against all outer appearances, can manifest in the body. The subconscious knows no limits. It does not calculate probabilities, it acts on belief. Therefore, feed it only the beliefs you wish to see realized. Declare daily, I am filled with divine light. My eyes perceive the beauty of life. My body aligns with the perfect pattern of health within me. Think of the subconscious as a vast treasure house, a gold mine of infinite resources waiting to be tapped. Most people live like beggars, searching for coins in the dust, while beneath their feet lies unimaginable wealth, health, wisdom, peace, love, and prosperity, all ready to be claimed through the authority of belief. Why cry at the gates of fortune when it resides within your soul? Why fear lack when abundance beats in your heart like a mighty drum? Say it with me now, I am a treasure house of divine riches. I am open and receptive to the infinite good around me. With this declaration, you turn the key to your subconscious vault, and the treasures flow forth. Do not say, I am at the mercy of circumstance. Say, circumstance is at the mercy of my belief. Do not say, I am a victim of my past. Say, I am a creator of my future. The past is only a memory trace in the subconscious, and memory can be rewritten. Through consistent suggestion, you can replace records of failure with records of victory, sickness with health, fear with faith. You are not bound by history, only by the beliefs you refuse to change. Therefore, change them now. Affirm, I release the past. I am free, renewed, and filled with the power of God's presence. Write this upon your heart until every cell vibrates with freedom. Consider the ship as an analogy. Your conscious mind is the captain issuing orders on the deck. Your subconscious is the unseen crew working tirelessly to obey. If the captain cries, "We're lost, sinking," the crew follows and steers toward disaster. If the captain says, "Steady as she goes, full speed to safe harbor," the crew executes faithfully. The subconscious does not argue or reason, it simply obeys. This is why your words must be guarded like a sentry at the gate. You are always issuing commands, whether in despair or faith. Speak only those commands you wish to see fulfilled. Stand upon the deck of your soul and declare, I am the master of my ship, steering toward victory, health, and peace. And so I leave you with this decree to engrave upon the stone of your being. Say it now with authority, as though the universe itself listens. I am one with the subconscious power that creates worlds. My word is law, and it shall not return void. I speak health, I speak peace, I speak abundance, and it is so. Repeat these words until your heart beats with certainty, until your subconscious engraves them as truth, and until your life reflects them in reality. What is impressed upon the mind will inevitably be expressed, for the divine law cannot be broken. Remember, faith, imagination, and emotion form the trinity that activates the subconscious. Faith is conviction. Imagination is the blueprint. Emotion is the energy. When combined, the subconscious moves with unstoppable power. Pray not with empty words, but with living feeling. Visualize not faintly, but clearly, with detail and passion. Believe not timidly, but boldly, with the certainty that what you ask is already yours. This is scientific prayer. It is not pleading or begging. It is commanding. It is not addressing a distant God, but aligning with the divine presence within, harmonizing conscious intention with subconscious action. Declare boldly, I am one with the living God. His power flows through me. His life restores me. His abundance surrounds me. Feel it as though it is already true, and the law will bring it into reality. Do not allow another's suggestion to override your own. This is heterosuggestion, and it can enslave the unwary. When someone predicts your failure, reject it immediately. When they claim you are weak, cancel it at once. The subconscious is impressionable. Others may try to impress it with fear, doubt, or limitations, but you are not obliged to accept them. Guard the gate of your mind. Affirm silently, I accept only what blesses, heals, and uplifts. All else is powerless. In doing so, you maintain sovereignty over your subconscious. Only the God within has authority over you. No external voice can command your heart. When you realize that your subconscious works day and night, awake or asleep, you understand why your life takes its current form. Your commands are not limited to waking hours, they continue in sleep. This is why the last 5 minutes before slumber are sacred. As your conscious mind relaxes, the subconscious becomes receptive. Fill this time with worry, resentment, or fear, and you plant seeds of failure. Fill it with visions of peace, health, and abundance, and your subconscious works through the night to manifest them. Never sleep with anger in your heart. Never close your eyes repeating, I can't, or it's hopeless. Instead, drift into rest with this decree, I am health, I am love, I am peace, and you will awaken renewed. You may wonder why many live in quiet desperation. The law of belief is constant, but many live unconsciously, impressing fear without realizing it. They speak words of defeat and feed their subconscious images of failure, believing them harmless. Yet every word is a seed, every emotion a command, every vision a blueprint. The law works impartially for good or ill, like electricity, which can light a lamp or harm a man. Subconscious power can heal or harm, depending on the instructions it receives. Knowledge is freedom. When you understand the law, you govern it. When you govern it, you direct it. And when you direct it, you become master of your destiny, not a slave to circumstance. Think of prayer not as begging, but as disciplined mental imagery. To pray is to see the end in mind and dwell upon it until it dominates your consciousness. Prayer is not asking for what you lack, it is claiming what is already yours in the infinite. Jesus said, Whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. Notice the condition believing. The subconscious acts on belief, not doubt. Pray with worry, and you impress worry. Pray with faith, and you impress fulfillment. Therefore, pray scientifically, harmonize your conscious desire with subconscious acceptance, imagine vividly, feel deeply, and declare with conviction. Then release it, trusting the law to work in divine order. Say now, I release this prayer into the hands of the infinite. It is done. I rejoice in the answer. You are never limited by your present condition, no matter how impossible it appears. Conditions are effects, and effects can be changed by altering their causes. I have witnessed the so-called incurable restored, the barren made fruitful, the desperate freed, not by magic, but by the law of belief. When the conscious mind unites with faith, it impresses a new pattern upon the subconscious, which brings it forth using infinite resources. No doctor, system, or medicine is the final authority. All healing comes from God, working through the subconscious. Accept this, and you will never fear again. Say to your heart, the healing presence of God is within me. It restores, renews, and makes me whole. Let this truth sink deep, like oil into dry soil. The danger is not in what others say or do, but in what you accept. A relative may say, you are weak. A friend may warn, you will fail. A newspaper may scream of lack, danger, and collapse. None of these can touch you unless you accept them. You are not bound by the outer world. You are bound only by your inner acceptance. Reject any negative suggestion as you would reject poison. Immediately affirm the opposite truth. If someone tells you that you are unlucky, declare, I am divinely favored. Opportunities flow to me effortlessly. If told you are sick, declare, I am one with perfect health. Your subconscious obeys your declarations, not the opinions of others. Remember, the conscious mind is the watchman at the gate. Allow no intruder to pass. Guard your mind as a king guards his crown. Your words are more than sounds, they are forces that shape reality. The vibration of speech, combined with the emotion behind it, imprints on the subconscious with remarkable power. This is why mantras, affirmations, and sacred decrees have influenced history profoundly. They bypass reasoning and directly plant themselves in the fertile ground of the heart. Repeat a statement often enough with feeling, and it becomes law to your subconscious. This is how habits form, character develops, and destiny unfolds. Use your words as a sculptor uses a chisel. Shape your life intentionally. Say it now, I am carved from faith, forged in love, and filled with the fire of divine purpose. Spoken with conviction, such a decree resonates through your being until your life aligns with it. There is a mystery understood by the wise. When you stop struggling, the answer arrives. The conscious mind must not disturb the seed it has planted. Prayer and intention must be left to germinate. Just as a farmer does not uproot seeds each morning to see if they grow, so you must not torment your subconscious with doubt. Impress the idea fully once, water it daily with affirmations, and then let it be. The subconscious works silently, secretly, and in ways beyond comprehension. Suddenly, at the appointed time, the harvest appears. Your part is to sow and trust. The Lord's part is to produce. Doubt uproots, faith plants, choose planting. Consider this: your subconscious is not limited by your body. It is connected to the infinite intelligence that governs galaxies, spins the stars, and directs the seasons. When you impress your subconscious, you impress the universe itself. That is why solutions often come from unexpected sources, opportunities appear from unseen directions, and healings occur beyond medical explanation. The subconscious has access to infinite channels. You need not figure out how. Your task is to decide what. Impress it with faith and allow the infinite to orchestrate how. Trust the divine current to carry you, for it knows the shortest path to fulfillment. Rest in this truth: it is done unto me as I believe. Tonight, I challenge you to begin a new discipline. For the next 30 days, refuse to speak a word of defeat. Refuse to entertain an image of failure. Refuse to nurture even a single feeling of resentment. Instead, fill your mind morning and evening with affirmations of health, abundance, and peace. Write them down, carry them with you, and recite them until they become second nature. Train your subconscious as you would train a mighty horse until it obeys every command. At the end of 30 days, you will not recognize yourself. You will walk with strength, speak with authority, and live with a sense of divine favor that cannot be shaken. You will have proven to yourself that what is impressed is expressed, and the law never fails. Let us seal this chapter with a decree of certainty, a seed for your heart to carry into the night. Say it with strength. I am in harmony with the eternal current of life. Health, abundance, and joy flow through me effortlessly. I believe it, I accept it, I live it. As you impress this truth upon your mind, it will be expressed in your life. The more you embody this understanding, the more you will realize that what people call miracles are not extraordinary. They are the natural outcome of divine law. What is called a miracle is simply the alignment of conscious and subconscious mind with infinite intelligence. When faith and imagination come together, the subconscious releases power beyond measure, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. The blind see, the lame walk, the poor prosper, and the broken are restored, not because the laws of life are suspended, but because they are applied correctly. You must discard the superstition that life is governed by chance or accident. Life operates by law, and law responds to belief. This means you are never a victim of fate. You are the steward of a power that obeys your every command. Recognize this, and you will stand as a master in a world where most remain as slaves. Imagine your subconscious as fertile soil. Whatever you plant grows. Sow thorns, and you bleed. Sow roses, and you inhale fragrance. The soil does not discriminate. It multiplies whatever is planted. Similarly, the heart reflects what you feed it. If you feed it anger, resentment, or fear, your body and circumstances will mirror these conditions. If you feed it love, faith, and expectation, it will return those blessings manifold. The subconscious is impartial. It does not concern itself with justice, morality, or fairness. It obeys only the seeds you plant. That is why discipline is required. If you leave the soil untended, weeds grow naturally. If you leave your subconscious unattended, fear will take root, for the world constantly sows it. You must take charge of your mental planting, deciding daily what thoughts and beliefs you impress upon your mind. Say with me, I am the gardener of my mind. I plant only faith, love, and divine abundance. This mental cultivation is continuous, not occasional, just as a plant requires regular watering. A truth must be impressed repeatedly to take permanent hold. The subconscious learns through repetition. Habits built over years must be replaced with consistent daily affirmations. Do not ask, how long must I continue? Continue until the harvest arrives. And even then continue, for life is an endless garden. You do not stop breathing once your lungs are full, nor should you stop affirming once results appear. The subconscious is always active, so it must always be guided. Guard your thoughts like a fortress. Even one careless week can undo months of effort. Establish a practice that is unshakable morning, noon, and night. Speak to your heart. Water your seeds with prayer, nourish them with gratitude, and protect them with love. Consider the story of a student who wished for a travel bag. Each night before sleep, she vividly pictured herself owning it. She did not beg or doubt. She simply accepted it as hers. Within weeks, a friend gifted her the exact bag she envisioned. The world calls this coincidence, but it was law. The subconscious, impressed by faith, reached into the reservoir of infinite intelligence to provide the answer. The same principle applies to both small and great desires. To the subconscious, a kingdom and a coin are equal. If you can see it and believe it, you can have it. Focus on the end you desire and let the law unfold the means. Declare, I see my good clearly. I believe my good fully. I receive my good joyfully. Do not let time deceive you. The subconscious operates in the eternal present. It does not act someday. It accepts only now. Therefore affirm in the present tense. Do not say, I will be healed. Say, I am healed. Do not say, I will be rich. Say, I am rich. The subconscious acts today, not tomorrow. This is the essence of faith: to call the unseen seen, to treat the future as present, to live from the end. Faith bridges desire and manifestation, collapsing the gap of time. Once you accept the truth as present, the law begins its work. Results may come gradually or suddenly, but the process has already started. Hold your good as present, speak it as real, see it as done, and live as if it is complete. Your words are powerful. Every I am is a command. When you say, I am sick, you summon illness. When you say, I am strong, you summon strength. When you say, I am poor, you summon lack. When you say, I am abundance, the subconscious responds to the authority of I am. It is the creative command. Guard it carefully, and never attach it to anything you do not wish to multiply. Speak only what you desire to live. Even if appearances suggest otherwise, affirm the opposite. Appearances change, but the law remains constant. The law remains constant. This is the discipline taught by the spiritual master, to speak not from what is seen, but from faith. Speak aloud, I am one with health. I am one with peace. I am one with divine abundance. Let your heart repeat these words until they become your natural rhythm. Understand that emotion is the fire that embeds thoughts deeply. A thought without feeling is like a seed on stone, it does not take root. A thought charged with emotion digs deep and grows. This is why fear feels so powerful, it is deeply felt. But this can be reversed. Infuse your affirmations with gratitude, joy, love, and expectation. When you say, "I am abundant," do not speak mechanically. Feel abundance as if it already fills your life. When you say, "I am healed," imagine strength flowing through every part of your body. When you say, "I am loved," let the warmth of love surround you. Emotion stamps the subconscious. Without it, words are empty. With it, words become law. Some may say, "I tried, but nothing happened." I tell you, they never truly impressed the idea. They spoke without belief, affirmed without feeling, imagined without persistence. The subconscious does not respond to idle wishes, it responds to dominant conviction. You cannot plant seeds today and dig them up tomorrow to see if they have grown. You must persist, trust, and allow the law to work silently. Patience is not delay, it is confidence. The moment you impress the truth with faith, the answer begins. Whether it manifests tomorrow or a year from now, it is already working. Hold steady and results will appear. The law never fails. I call you now to this discipline. From this moment, let no false "I am" escape your lips. Let no seed of fear be planted in your mind. Speak only life. Speak only abundance. Speak only peace. When doubts arise, answer not with argument, but with decree. It is done. I believe. I receive. Rest in the certainty that the infinite has already fulfilled your word. You and the law are one, and the law never fails. The more you accept this, the more fearless you become in the face of appearances. When you see sickness, do not tremble. Declare, "This too shall pass, for health is my divine inheritance." When you face lack, do not bow. Declare, "Abundance is mine now, for I dwell in the infinite treasury of God." When failure appears, do not despair. Declare, "Every setback is a stepping stone, for the law of life lifts me higher." Fear loses its grip when you understand that conditions are temporary, fluid, and moldable. They are clay in the hands of the potter, and the potter is your subconscious, shaped by belief. Impress a new pattern, and the clay begins to change. Appearances bend to the authority of faith. Faith is the higher law. Stand tall and declare with conviction, "I am untouched by fear. I am guided by divine law. I am victorious in every circumstance." Consider the story of the Italian tenor, Caruso, trembling with fear backstage. His throat was tight, his body frozen. His conscious mind shouted, "You cannot sing, you will fail." But Caruso shouted back to his deeper self, "The small me is afraid, but the greater me is singing through me." In that moment, he surrendered fear to the divine within. He walked onto the stage and sang like a god. What happened? His subconscious obeyed the command of faith, and his body followed with strength. This is the choice you face in every challenge. Will you let the small self of fear strangle you, or will you allow the greater self of divine power to express itself? The law of belief makes no distinction. It will manifest whatever you impress. Therefore, impress greatness. Affirm daily, "I am the greater me. I am the God self in expression. Nothing can silence me." Remember, your subconscious cannot distinguish truth from falsehood. Only belief matters. If you declare, "I am weak though strong," weakness manifests. If you declare, "I am strong though frail," strength manifests. If you say, "I am unloved though surrounded by affection," loneliness appears. If you declare, "I am loved though isolated," love is drawn to you. The subconscious mirrors not fact, but belief. This is why it is written, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Stop measuring by appearances, they are shadows. Belief is substance. Impress only the substance you wish to see reflected, and the shadow will follow. The world may laugh, mock, or call you a dreamer, But the world is merely a projection of its own subconscious fears. People trapped in doubt will always scorn faith, for fate terrifies them. Do not seek validation from the crowd. The crowd is lost, feeding on fear, doubt, and limitation. You are called to rise above, to believe, even when everything around you seems contrary. Declare health in the midst of illness, wealth in the presence of lack, and peace amid chaos. This is not denial, it is the acknowledgement of a higher law. Just as the oak does not resist the storm, but stands firm through it, so must you remain rooted in faith, affirming that the unseen is more real than the seen. Say now, I am rooted in faith. I cannot be shaken. My life follows divine order. Do not think that this practice is only for the strong or the saintly. It is for everyone, every man, woman, and child willing to believe. The subconscious respects no one, it obeys all equally. The difference lies only in the seeds you plant. One person sows fear and harvests failure. Another sows faith and harvests abundance. The soil does not judge which seed multiplies. The choice is yours. You may sow carelessly, letting fear and resentment grow, or take up the plow of discipline and plant intentionally. Life will give you the harvest you choose. It does not decide, you do. Affirm now, I am the sower of divine seeds. I plant only truth, love, and faith. My harvest is abundance and peace. There is also a deeper power in silence. When you step away from the noise of the world and enter the quiet chamber of your heart, you connect with infinite intelligence. In stillness, the conscious mind settles, and the subconscious opens like a field ready to receive seeds. This is why mystics throughout history retreated into solitude. They understood that the voice of God speaks not in the storm, but in the still small voice within. If you sit quietly, relax your body, and affirm gently, your subconscious receives it more powerfully than if you shouted your intentions aloud. Speak to your heart in stillness, peace be still. Life be renewed, love flow freely. The answers will arise silently but surely in your life. Guard carefully the images and thoughts you take in, they are seeds too. The books you read, the conversations you join, the things you observe, all influence your subconscious. Saturate yourself with fear, violence, and despair, and life will reflect it. Surround yourself with beauty, truth, and harmony, and your life will mirror these qualities. Choose consciously what you allow to shape your mind. Do not pour corruption into your subconscious any more than you would poison into your bloodstream. Feed it with scripture, truth, noble words, and visions of good, and it will return the harvest in kind. Affirm now, I nourish my mind with beauty and truth. I drink only from the river of life. My heart reflects what I feed it. Finally, remember this belief must be joined with expectancy. Do not merely hope. Expect. Hope waits, expectancy prepares. Expectancy clears the way, makes space, and acts as if the desired outcome is already yours. It is faith in motion. The farmer does not plant and hope vaguely. He expects the harvest, waters the field, weeds, and prepares the barn. So too must you. Pray as though answered. Affirm as though fulfilled. Expect, and the law will not disappoint you. Declare now, I expect good. I prepare for good. I receive good. What is impressed with expectancy is always expressed with certainty. Seal this step with strength. I am fearless. I am faithful. I am filled with divine expectancy. The law of belief is my law, and it never fails. Speak these words until they become your heartbeat, until they flow with your breath, until they shape your very identity. What you impress upon your mind is what you express in life. Tonight, you have impressed victory upon yourself. As you continue to embed these truths into your heart, you will notice a subtle yet undeniable transformation within. The world around you may seem unchanged, but your inner state will shift. Peace will replace turmoil, confidence will rise where hesitation once lingered, and joy will ignite where gloom once prevailed. This is proof that the seed has taken root. Do not underestimate small beginnings. The mighty oak starts as an acorn, the river begins as a tiny spring, and the dawn starts with the faintest light. Your subconscious is already at work, shaping, guiding, and bringing forth the harvest of your affirmations. Trust the process. The most powerful activity often occurs quietly, unseen beneath the surface. What may seem invisible today will become undeniable tomorrow. Affirm now, I trust the law. I rest in faith. I know my good is growing. This renewal of the heart affects both spirit and body. Science confirms the mind's influence over the body. Stress, resentment, and fear constrict blood vessels, weaken immunity, and accelerate aging. Peace, joy, and love strengthen the heart, improve circulation, and restore vitality. Doctors may call it psychosomatic, but we recognize it as the law of belief in action. The body is the instrument of the mind. When you impress the subconscious with the pattern of perfect health, the body obeys. I have witnessed it countless times. The woman bedridden by fear rose when she declared herself whole. The man crippled by worry walked again when he embraced peace. The child weakened by illness flourished when the mother affirmed life. This is not coincidence, this is law. Speak to your heart. Divine life flows through me. Every cell is renewed. Every heartbeat is strong, steady, and perfect. Renewal is complete, not partial. When you address your heart, you engage your entire being. The subconscious governs digestion, circulation, respiration, immunity, and all hidden processes of life. It is the silent intelligence that never rests. When you impress harmony, it spreads through every system. When you affirm abundance, your environment adjusts. When you affirm love, relationships transform. No area of life remains untouched by belief. A single affirmation can reshape a person's destiny because when inner causes change, outer effects follow. Say with me, I am renewed in body, mind, and spirit. All things are made new in me. The law of the subconscious is not limited to health. It governs wealth, opportunities, success, and influence just as surely. Wealth is not a matter of birth or luck. It reflects inner conviction. A person who affirms poverty remains poor, even if given millions, until the subconscious image of lack is satisfied. Conversely, one who affirms abundance will attract prosperity even when stripped of possessions, because their subconscious image of wealth draws opportunities until fulfilled. Speak to your heart not only about health but also about abundance. Declare daily, I am a channel of divine riches. Money, ideas, and opportunities flow to me in perfect order. I expect prosperity and prosperity expects me. Abundance is not hoarding, it is circulation. Just as the heart pumps blood in giving and receiving, you must allow wealth to flow. Stagnation is death, circulation is life. Giving with love opens channels for more to return. Withholding in fear blocks the flow. Divine law blesses generosity, not for charity alone, but because giving affirms abundance. It declares, I have more than enough. The subconscious accepts this decree and multiplies it. Therefore, give with joy, faith, and expectancy. Affirm, I give freely and receive abundantly. I am part of the divine circulation of wealth. Let your heart beat in rhythm with this truth, and prosperity will flow like a river. And relationships, they follow the same law. Love, harmony, and companionship are governed by the same principle. The lonely person who affirms, no one loves me, engraves that reality into life. The one who says, I am unworthy of affection will repel love until the subconscious image shifts. Conversely, those who declare, I am surrounded by love or I am worthy of joy will attract love and companionship that reflect their affirmations. The subconscious acts as a magnet, drawing conditions that match its dominant pattern. Therefore, if you seek harmony in love, cultivate harmony within yourself. If you desire loyalty, embody loyalty. If you wish for joy, embrace joy. Affirm it now, I am loved, I am loving, I am surrounded by divine companionship. Remember, Forgiveness is the foundation of renewal. A heart weighed down by resentment cannot beat freely, cannot flow with strength. Resentment poisons the body, disrupts the nerves, and unsettles the mind. Forgiveness, however, breaks these chains. It clears the channel and restores the circulation of the soul. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength. It declares, I will not let the actions of others control my inner state. By forgiving, you reclaim your power and open the doors to renewal. Examine your heart. Release old grudges. Let go of bitterness. Speak this decree: I release the past. I forgive all, and I am free. My heart beats with love, and love heals me now. The subconscious is the hidden source of creativity. Every poem, invention, artwork, and inspired idea flows from it, responding to the conscious mind's direction. When you seek guidance or focus on a solution, the subconscious delivers through dreams, intuition, and sudden insights. Great minds throughout history, scientists, musicians, prophets, have retreated into silence to access this creative force. They understood that while the conscious mind analyzes, the subconscious creates. You, too, have access to this wellspring. Whatever your task or challenge, speak to your heart. The infinite intelligence within me reveals the answer now. Trust it, record it, act on it, and inspiration will flow like a spring in the desert. Know this: the heart renews most fully when aligned with divine love. Love is the highest vibration, the golden river that washes away fear, resentment, and doubt. When you speak love to your heart, you align with the nature of God, placing yourself in harmony with the source of all creation. Love brings health, wealth, wisdom, and protection. Speak it now and let it fill your being. I am love. I live in love. I give love. I receive love. Without love, there is no renewal. Love is life itself. As love takes its rightful place within you, fear dissolves like mist before the rising sun. Love is the supreme antidote. It is the essence of the divine. A heart filled with love cannot be conquered by resentment, broken by bitterness, or weakened by worry. Love unites the fragments of the soul, integrates the divided mind, and strengthens the weary body. Speak to your heart now. I am one with divine love. It flows through every beat, breath, and word. You will feel its warmth radiating outward, transforming your surroundings. The vibration of love is the most magnetic power in existence. This heart magnetism is not mere sentiment, it is the law of attraction in action. Just as iron filings are drawn to a magnet, people, opportunities, and circumstances are attracted to the vibration of your heart. A fearful heart attracts fear. A resentful heart invites conflict. A loving heart draws harmony, protection, and blessing. The subconscious responds to the rhythm you set, and the world responds to the subconscious. The secret of lasting success and happiness is to charge your heart with love, not a weak, sentimental love, but the strong, fiery love of the divine. Love that sees all as one, all as sacred, all governed by harmony. Affirm it now. I am a magnet of divine love. All good comes to me. All good flows through me. When you understand this, you will stop forcing outcomes through struggle or manipulation. The law requires no strain. A magnet does not try to attract, it simply is. A heart filled with faith and love does not chase blessings, they arrive effortlessly, as surely as dawn follows night. Stop striving, grasping, and fearing. Align, affirm, believe, and expect. What belongs to you by divine right cannot be withheld. What does not belong will fall away without effort. This is surrender, not weakness, but alignment with a higher order. Speak aloud: I rest in divine order. I trust the current of life. My good comes to me easily and without strain. Many remain bound by the illusion that power exists outside themselves. They believe opportunity belongs only to the wealthy, healing only to physicians, guidance only to counselors, blessings only to priests. But I tell you, the same power that formed the stars dwells within your heart. When the subconscious unites with infinite intelligence, it holds all wisdom, all wealth, and all healing. External sources may guide you, but the true power lies within. When you awaken to this truth, you are no longer a seeker begging for scraps. You are a sovereign commanding the banquet of life. Speak to your inner self. The kingdom of God is within me. I have access to limitless wealth, power, and wisdom. I no longer rely on the outer world. I live from within. Yet let us approach this understanding with sobriety. With great power comes responsibility. Misusing the subconscious leads to harm. Plant hatred, and you will harvest violence. Plant envy, and disappointment follows. Plant greed, and emptiness results. The law cannot be deceived or bribed. It returns exactly what you impress upon it. Purity of intention is not optional, it is essential. Align your desires with the well-being of all. Speak only words that uplift, heal, and bless. When you sow love, you reap peace. When you sow truth, you reap abundance. When you sow harmony, you reap joy. The subconscious multiplies whatever seed you plant, so choose wisely. Declare clearly, I sow only love, truth, and harmony. My harvest is peace, abundance, and joy. Remember the law of correspondence: as within, so without. Your inner state inevitably manifests in your external life. A person may smile outwardly while nurturing resentment inside, and soon the body will reflect it in illness, or their circumstances will mirror it in conflict. Another may live simply on the outside but affirm abundance within, and soon their reality will shift to match that inner wealth. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. You may deceive the world for a time, but you cannot deceive the law. Live authentically. Protect your inner sanctuary. Cleanse it daily with affirmations of truth. My inner world is ordered, pure and strong. My outer world reflects this in perfect harmony. Never underestimate the power of gratitude in this transformation. Gratitude is faith in action. When you give thanks before the answer appears, you signal to your subconscious that it is already done. Gratitude dissolves doubt, silences fear, and accelerates manifestation. A grateful heart attracts blessings, radiating abundance. Begin each morning. Thank you, Father, for health, wealth, peace, and guidance. Even when circumstances suggest lack, give thanks for abundance. Even in illness, give thanks for health. Even when the answer seems distant, give thanks that it is already on its way. Gratitude multiplies whatever it touches. Affirms, I am grateful for all that is and all that is to come. Gratitude opens every door. Imagination amplifies gratitude. When you thank God for your answered prayer, picture it vividly. See yourself in the new home, giving thanks as you walk through its rooms. See yourself healed, running with energy and giving thanks. See yourself prospering, paying debts with ease and giving thanks. This imaginative gratitude impresses the subconscious more deeply than words alone. It creates a vivid feeling, charged image sealed with thanksgiving. Nothing is more powerful. Gratitude combined with imagination is the golden key that unlocks every door. Speak it aloud. I see my answer clearly. I feel my answer joyfully. I thank God for my answer now. Leave this moment with the decree of love, gratitude, and faith, a trinity that never fails. Say it from your heart. I am love in action. I am grateful in advance. I am certain in faith. My subconscious creates in perfect order. The divine within me cannot fail. Speak it until your soul trembles with conviction, until your heart meets expectancy, until your world responds to the authority of your belief. What is impressed upon the mind is eventually expressed, and the law will never fail you. As you walk with this understanding, the final veil lifts. You realize that the divine power within you is not separate from God. It is God expressing through you. This is why the Master said, "The kingdom of God is within you." It is not found in the stars, distant heavens, or the opinions of others, but in the quiet of your own heart. When you speak to your heart, you are speaking to God. When you instill faith into your subconscious, you align with the infinite. Prayer becomes more than ritual. It becomes a direct conversation with the Creator within. Every statement you make, every affirmation you repeat, every vision you hold is God's voice within you declaring truth into being. Speak boldly, knowing the power you access is divine. Affirm now, I and the Father are one. His power is my power. His life is my life. His love is my love. Understand that renewal is not occasional. It flows continuously, like a river that never stops, like the sun that rises without fail. The divine power within you is always renewing, always creating, always sustaining. You do not need to beg for renewal. You only need to align with it. You do not need to chase healing. You only need to allow it. You do not need to fear